My name is Ann Rasmussen. I'm an ethnomusicologist and a performer. I teach courses here at William and Mary. I teach a large intro to ethnomusicology course. I teach freshman seminars. I teach a course on the Indian Ocean. I teach a course on the Middle East. Hi, everybody. I feel like every class is a performance for me. I try to be prepared. I try to psych myself up. If I've got materials, I know I can riff. I like to move around the room. I like to run every class like a seminar, as if everybody's idea, everybody's participation is valued. And I also really like the students to be responsible for one another. One of the interesting things about our new building is that we don't have any large lecture spaces. So we've adapted our large rehearsal rooms to be these kind of modular classrooms. So my assignment every morning, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, is to reconfigure the orchestra, the orchestra and wind ensemble instrumental rehearsal room with 15 tables. So I roll out 15 tables and 60 chairs. That is a good workout. But what's cool about the students sitting at tables is that they're facing each other, right? And I can say, if class is getting a little, I go, talk about this among yourselves. Like, let's spend 3 minutes. Like today I just said, okay, I don't need to teach how blues works. Let's just, come up with a blues, right? Let's make a blues. Well, some people might know how to do that and some people might not know how to do that, right? There's this notion that art and the equipment to grasp it come from the same shop. And it's from the anthropologist Clifford Geertz, and it's somebody we read early on.
And then to see, and then finally back to see.
It's actually where it says all.
Can you do one more time?
You know how to appreciate a particular kind of music because you were brought up playing Suzuki violin, and then your mom took you to orchestra, and then you went to concerts, and now you're in the orchestra. So you know all of the rituals and what orchestra values, and you know how to value orchestra, right? But you might not know that about an Mbira ensemble or music from the Arab world that sounds kind of out of tune, right? So in our classes, we try to learn some of those agreed upon rules of performance, some of those cultural aesthetics, some of the ideas that people have about what is music and maybe what is not music. Well, I guess I shouldn't say never, but I'm always thrilled to feel how much I love it. I get such a charge out of it. And the other thing that I always do is I'm always doing new stuff that's new for me, right? And so it's funny when we have to do these kinds of, SCHEV, State Council for Higher Education, like measurements of here are the things that students need to know. Here are the ways that we teach them. Here are the ways that we measure that we taught those things, right? And I'm finding that I'm always putting new things, and that for me it's so exciting. And sometimes I'll just stop in the middle of the class and I'll say to the students, "Isn't this interesting? Like, can you see? I mean, if I'm this excited about this material, you have to at least meet me halfway, maybe even 60%, right? Because I am just supercharged about this material." And then it's also really nice to go back to some things and say, no, I'm not repeating myself. I'm not just doing the same old thing that I've done about this place or this music or whatever. This is really important. This is a really beautiful thing to know or to appreciate. I mean, we're lucky here that our students they're responsive. They're passionate about something, and if you can be passionate about something, you can be passionate about something else, right? You can find that energy and that engagement. And so every once in a while, there might be somebody who, maybe just doesn't click with the class. But in general, we get a lot of, I'd say we all get a lot of energy from our students. And I hope they see us as much more than just their professors.